the charity of the week. Please tell us your name and charity.
My name is Pamela Shimwell Mayo, and I'm chairman of the Parkinson's Disease Society Isle of Man, a completely local charity. We have ties to the main UK Parkinson's centres, but only in the capacity of research and up-to-date knowledge.
How did the charity start and what is its purpose?
Our island society was established in the early 1990s. My late husband, Derek Shimwell, had been diagnosed in 1972 when he was a father of a young family, and he went on to live with Parkinson's for over 30 years. Out of the blue, I had received telephone calls from one of the doctors at Ramsay Group Practice. This doctor told me they had had a meeting and they wondered if I could start a society to help people with Parkinson's on the island. I asked them, why me? The answer was, you have been caring for a husband with Parkinson's for nearly 30 years, and you know all the stages of living with it more than anyone. We just hand out the drugs and manage the symptoms. From that, I hired a church hall and invited people living with Parkinson's for an afternoon tea. About 30 came to that original meeting and enjoyed meeting others with Parkinson's and finding out more. So very little was known about the condition in those days, and it could feel extremely isolating and frightening for anyone affected. These original meetings made them realise that they weren't on their own and there was help and support out there. I was asked to do it again, and some 30 years later, we have now helped and supported many hundreds of patients on the island over the years.
Who is the charity for?
These days, we continue to help those suffering with Parkinson's on the island by providing care phones, alarms in case of falls, on the recommendation of Manx Care's specialist Parkinson's nurse, to those living with Parkinson's who it is believed would benefit from this support. We can also help with various necessary aids and adaptations to make life easier whilst living at home. Care phones and other equipment can be part financed by the charity on recommendation of Manx Care's specialist Parkinson's nurse to those living with Parkinson's who it is believed would benefit from this support. We do, however, ask that those who can afford to finance these themselves, please do so. Ad hoc requests for special equipment are also considered. We try not to be too ambitious in committing expenditure because we want to provide continuities in the services we do finance.
Tell us about your team.
Through Manx Care, we have a wonderful Parkinson's nurse called Vicky Travis. Vicky relocated to the island some years ago and has over 20 years of valuable Parkinson's experience. Dr. John Thomas is the clinical lead for Parkinson's disease at Manx Care, and we also work closely with him. The nurse service has opened access, and anyone with a diagnosis can contact Vicky, the nurse, directly if they feel they are undertreated or having side effects.
Which other organisations do you work with?
It is important that we always also continue to maintain a link with Parkinson's UK, as the UK charity monitors developments in research and a cure for Parkinson's. As I mentioned before, they are currently assisting us in arranging for a specialist Parkinson consultant to visit the island, hopefully in June or July.
How do you see the charity developing over the next 5 years?
We are pleased to announce that very shortly, hopefully during the summer, we will be bringing at least one consultant Parkinson's specialist over from the Walton Centre in Liverpool to meet sufferers on the island for a question and answer session on specific medications, etc., and bring everyone up to date with current research issues. A firm date will be announced shortly. The plan is for the specialist to also present to the relevant medical and nursing staff within Manx Care as well as those living with and caring for those living with Parkinson's disease, on the most recent developments in research for a cure and managing the symptoms of the disease. We provide regular physio classes to help bone health and reduce fractures, and have further plans coming soon for any newly diagnosed sufferers. This will be announced shortly by our specialist nurse, Vicky. Anything that can be done to keep moving is so important, and in recent research it has been proven that exercise can slow progression and improve quality of life, along with a healthy lifestyle, simply keeping hydrated and drinking lots of water and eating a healthy diet. Our island charity provides the funding for 2 exercise classes each week, one in Onken and one in Ramsey, where approximately 10 people living with Parkinson's can attend each session and gain guidance from a neurophysio specialist. Access to these classes is on recommendation of Manx Care's relevant staff. We also hold monthly drop-in lunches at different venues throughout the island on the 4th Tuesday of each month, where members can relax and not feel at all embarrassed because they know everyone there understands. What is so important is to try and keep a positive outlook while still being realistic through the diagnosis. Parkinson's doesn't kill, and if managed well with the right medication and support, sufferers are able to live a very good and long life.
How can people support you?
Parkinson's Disease Society Isle of Man is keen to move forward with some new initiatives and would love to hear from anyone who believes they have the time and commitment to assist, whether it be for raising awareness, fundraising, or those with the relevant skills and enthusiasm to take responsibility for our Facebook and website pages.
How is the charity funded?
Our Island Parkinson's charity is funded by the generosity of the local Isle of Man community, and for this we are all endlessly grateful, as without your support we couldn't continue to help as many as we do. Whether by bequests, donations or fundraising, you are amazing, and the generosity of the Isle of Man community never ceases to encourage us to carry on. Thank you.
Where can people find out more?
Anyone seeking further information about the charity and its activities should visit our website or Facebook page, or contact Sarah Nicholson, our Society Secretary, on 309 409, myself, Pamela, Chairman, on 438878, or Vicky Travis, our Parkinson's nurse, on 642676. Do not hesitate to contact us if you need advice or help. You are not alone in this.
The Charity of the Week, brought to you by Kell Properties. Profile complete.